What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. At Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is called Submission Hypocrisy. I've been holding this one back for a minute. Here's the thing. Men and women, male-female relationships, because of feminism, one of the things you hear is how I'm not going to submit to a man, right? Now, to me, it's very hypocritical. Because Shahrazad Ali pointed this out decades ago. If you're having sex with a guy, you want him to be aggressive and dominant and take control, and you want to submit to him ravishing you sexually. But the minute you stand up, you got knuckle. I'm bobbing and weaving. I'm catching these punches. I'm counting. I can't get in. I can't. Got to get my Philly shell on from this nigga. Like, you can't be. You can't. I can't submit. Never. And to me, that's ridiculous, right? Because at the end of the day, you you want him to be in control of you in the bedroom, and when you go to the living room, and from the living room out to the rest of the world, you can't do nothing. If he tell you to do something, if he got a plan and it's a good plan, if what he's doing works, can't, no. And what's so ridiculous about it is, you women are doing this at your own detriment. And I've seen this so many times. Because you hear the ladies talk, and guess what? The man they want is really a man that can wear them out in the bedroom. But he's got to be dumb enough to be controlled and to let her just, quote unquote, run every situation, right? So that's where it goes left, because you still want to blame. You want to submit to these guys in the bedroom. You want to fight these guys to the death from that room, from the living room out into the world. And then if they just say, okay, fine, do your thing, and if you fall on your face and you fail, then you want to blame them for not beating you into submission so you could do things their way if their way works. And you got to ask the question. So basically, you only want to submit sexually. But you go to church and talk about the man as the head of the household, but by the way it plays out, you only want him to be the head of the household when he in that yoni, right? That's the only time you want him running things, is when he going in and out of that yoni. So when he's out of that, after you get that, now he's incompetent. He can't do anything right. So because in your mind he can't do anything right now outside of the bedroom, you have no reason to listen to him or respect him, right? Now the problem with that is, if you won't submit and you're the captain of your own ship, if you're the Titanic and you hit that iceberg, that's not his fault. You was the captain of that ship. You saw that iceberg. You've heard the stories of how the Titanic sunk. When you took the wheel, right? When you was pretty iceberg. Yeah, we just gonna skim by that thing. Just, I'm gonna miss it by 3 feet because I'm just feeling myself. I want to show people my skills. That type of thing, right? So here's the problem. Then we raising our kids, because I see a lot of, not I see a lot, but I've met a lot of women who wind up being single mothers and raise their daughters to be adversarial to men. And the only time they've seen their mom submit to a man is when she was putting her child to bed and her boyfriend was walking to her bedroom at night. So whether you know it, that's what you're teaching, But that dude can't help you with your homework because he's not smart enough, right? He can't teach you any life lessons because, how can I say this? Because he's nobody, He shouldn't be trusted. And then you have this same dynamic when we go out on dates. And the females are, they'll tell you some things. They'll go out on a date with you, say yes to going out on a date, and then have all of these negative ideologies about, are you could be a killer, you could be a rapist, you could be a drug dealer, you could be a woman beater. So I got my guard up again because I can't submit to you, but I want to be on this date because, I haven't been on a date in so long, or I think even if you can be all of those things, you kind of cute, and, maybe that bad boy image might mean you could just beat this thing up one good time. So, even if you were all the worst things on the planet, she'll be on guard for all of the things that in her mind you can be that are detrimental to her life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. But she will bow down. She will put herself in the space of that as long as she feels you're going to come with it in the bedroom. So at some point you got to ask, whose fault is it that you're, taking L's? Is that anybody else's fault? Like, literally, that dynamic of the hypocritical submission is throwing people into a downward spiral. You see women all on social media dogging out men left and right, but posting suggestive pictures. These motherfuckers nowadays ain't shit. Post. Look at my ass in these jeans. What? Okay. I love my kids, but these fools don't know how to take care of the kids. A real man would take care of their kids. Okay. Look at this picture of me in my latest thought wear with my baby next to me smiling. Look at this camel toe while I'm holding my baby. Like, and then you wonder why guys are not taking you seriously. And you wonder why guys are like, do whatever you want to do, lady, because, this is why we have the hookup culture we have, because you have no womanly skills outside of the bedroom. You have no femininity. Even in the bedroom, a lot of you don't have femininity. You're just, some of you are dead fish. Some of you are more prostitute, broken or hypersexual because somebody, your uncle touched you or something, or you just wanted to get out the house so early you started having sex too early and you got turned out, So, but when it comes to submitting, that's the cuss word. And guys laugh all the time about like, you looking for a husband, you looking for a real man. The only time you are in a position to be to submit like a wifey is when your legs is in the atmosphere. Until then, you know, unless you face down, ass up, you are not feeling like wifey material. Do you feel like that when you do something like be supportive to your man? No, you can't submit to him like that. When you teabag your man, oh, you would submit to him like that. So, come on, like, just be real about it. Like, y'all want us running you in the bedroom, and want us to be the dominant party and the leaders of the relationship in the bedroom, but in life, nah. Thus, but the problem before I end this is that you can't want to be the captain of the ship without the responsibility of being the captain. You can't want to be the CEO of the company and blame the secretary when something goes bad. You can't do that. So, if you want to be the boss, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. It ain't no getting around that. So, if you want him running things when he on top of you, he need to be running things when it's time to run the house and start building a legacy. That's just my opinion. I'm out.